Hi friends, Eric here from Around to It RC, and today I'll be reviewing the Sensei by Flyzone for you. Now, you can purchase this plane either ready to fly or receiver ready, and I have the receiver ready version because I'll be using my Futaba 8FG Super Radio to control the airplane. And we'll get to that in just a minute, but first, let's see what comes in the box. Okay, I've already put the Sensei together, and the building process was quick and easy, so let's talk about that. The brushless power system was already installed along with 5 micro servos, so even the beginner pilot should have no problems assembling this airplane. And let's go over the build process in depth. Now, just a quick note, this plane does come in a ready to fly version with a 2.4 gigahertz tactic radio, but since this is the receiver ready version, the first step in the building process will be to install your own receiver in the airplane, and I've installed a Futaba 7-channel receiver in the plane along with my Futaba 8FG Super Radio to control the airplane. Next is installing the main landing gear, which was super easy because it attaches to the fuselage with just 2 screws. And on that note, you will not need any glue to complete the build. All you'll need is 2 screwdrivers, and that's it. So this truly is assembly at a trainer level that goes smooth and easy. Now on to the tail wing assembly. The vertical and horizontal control surfaces come pre-hinged, and the control horns are already installed, which helps speed up the build process. Both fit together and are self-aligning when installed, and is held onto the plane with just 1 screw. After connecting the push rods to the rudder and elevator, you're then ready to install the main wing. Now, the main wing comes in 2 pieces, and the Aileron Control surfaces and the servos come pre-installed, so it's almost ready to go. The 2 wing halves connect together using a joiner and attach to the plane using just 2 nylon bolts. Be sure to use the supplied Y harness to connect your aileron servos to your receiver before you attach the main wing to the plane. One of the final steps for finishing the build is installing the spinner and 10x5 prop on the airplane. Now let's talk about specs on the airplane and a couple more items, and then we'll be ready to go fly it. The wingspan is 58 inches, the length is 48 inches, and it has a flying weight of 3.2 pounds. Now for the brushless outrunner motor, I'll be supplying power to it with the recommended battery from the manufacturer, which is a Flyzone 3-cell 2100 milliamp hour LiPo battery with a 20C discharge rating. Okay, one more cool thing to note about this airplane before we go out to the field. The 5th servo on the airplane activates a drop door. Check this out. Isn't that cool? So you can actually put a payload in the airplane, and while it's up in the air, you can release it. And I can't wait to try that. I've got a couple of ideas in mind for you when we take it to the flying field. So that's pretty much it about the first part of the review for the Sensei. Let's go ahead and take it to the flying field and see what it'll do.
Eric, this is the tower. You are clear for takeoff.
The plane has plenty of power and control. As you see, I go through a loop here with no problems. That was a very predictable loop, and I wasn't even using full up elevator. Alright, let's test the aileron surfaces with a roll. As you could tell, there was plenty of control from the ailerons to do the roll, and that was at mid-throttle. I feel pretty confident with the elevator and aileron control surfaces, so I'm going to show you some inverted flying now. Alright, I'm having a good time flying the Sensei right now. I've got plenty of control on the airplane and I feel comfortable with it. So let's go ahead and try that drop door out and drop a missile. Alright, let's drop 2 missiles this time. Next, let's try a parachute drop. And here comes the drop.
Yeah, I got it. Touchdown.
What I'm doing right now is getting a feel for the airplane, practicing my landing, going over the runway, and while I'm so close to the runway, I decided to try touch and go, which turned out pretty good. Well, I'm very satisfied with the Sensei, so let's bring it on in and take it back to the shop and break this one down for you. Well, that was the review and flight of the Sensei by Flyzone, and let me give you my final thoughts about the plane now. First, let's talk about the plane construction and design. Now, the plane is made with Aero-Cell foam, so it's light but very durable. And that's a good design for beginner pilots because if they do have a tumble with the airplane, it'll be easy and inexpensive to repair. And not to mention the low parts count for the plane, basically 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and that's it. So that's a pretty good package right there. Now, let's go ahead and take a look at the tricycle landing gear with those big foam tires on it, which is another big plus for beginner pilots that I like. And also, if you noticed in the video, it has a steerable nose wheel on it, and I was able to taxi around on the runway before taking off. Another neat feature about the large landing gear wheels is that it makes grass runways an option, and that's always nice to have. Now let's talk about the main wing. The large high wing design with the droops on each end make this plane super stable while it's in the air, so even the beginner pilot should feel at ease after the first few flights. Now, another neat feature about the main wing is that it breaks down quickly and easily for transport by removing just 2 screws. Another neat option about this airplane is that it's available in 2 versions. You can either buy it ready to fly or receiver ready. And for the ready to fly version, that would be great for somebody that's a beginner because everything you need to get this plane up in the air is in the box. Now for somebody like me that already has their own transmitter and receiver, the receiver ready version fit me better and I saved a little money that way. Now, on to the last thing about the plane, which I thought was the neatest part about it, was the drop door on it. I thought that was pretty cool. I dropped missiles, I dropped a paratrooper, I even dropped some ping pong balls, and a parachute cam. Now the parachute cam didn't work out so well for me, but I think I can fine tune that and make it work out a little bit better. Oh, but what the heck, let me show you the video anyway. Whoa, you still with me there? I think I need to work on that parachute cam just a little bit, but I had a lot of fun while making the video. Now for the plane, overall I'm going to give it a thumbs up. I really did enjoy flying the airplane. The large high wing design on the plane makes it very stable while it's in the air, so the beginner pilot will have a lot of fun with this plane. And the added bonus is the drop door on it, so even the intermediate and advanced flyers, you'll have something to look forward to when you get this plane. Now where can you buy this plane? You can purchase it online through towerhobbies.com, and I'll be providing direct links to their website for this plane in my video notes. So be sure to read my video notes and go check this plane out at towerhobbies.com, okay? Well, that's about it for the review of the Sensei by Flyzone. As always, I'm glad you got to see me, and I'll see you later on the tube.
I thought you were going to stay over there. I didn't get it. You went over my head. You're supposed to fly over there. Hey! Ha ha. Ha ha. Joe Handsome 99. What you think?
Thumbs up.
It's hot out here.
I'm hot. I'm hot. It's hot out here. I'm hot.